What kind of world are we preparing for? Well, this morning, the question hanging over the news isn't about a single headline, it's about the shape of the world these headlines point toward. And today they point in one direction, a future defined by tension, uncertainty, and decisions made by people who believe the next decade will not look like the last. We start with the Trump-class warships, the largest and most heavily armed surface vessels the United States has ever attempted to build. Hypersonics, railguns, nuclear-armed cruise missiles. A ship designed not for patrols, but for a world where the oceans are contested again. A world where great power competition is no longer a theory. When a nation builds a vessel like this, it's because someone in the room believes the future demands it. Then we move to Minnesota, where nearly 100 mayors have issued a public warning about the state's financial direction. Not activists, not commentators, mayors. The people who can't hide behind messaging because they're the ones that have to balance the books. They say the surplus is gone, the deficit is coming, and the mandates are crushing their cities. When the ground level starts sounding the alarm, it means the pressure has reached a point where silence becomes complicity. And next, a pilot reports a silver object hovering beside his wing over Rhode Island. Not streaking past, hovering. Air traffic control logs it. The FAA forwards it. And once again, we're left with the same pattern. Trained observers reporting things they can't identify in airspace that isn't supposed to allow surprises. The question isn't what he saw, it's why these encounters keep happening. And gold continues its historic surge, rising nearly 70% this year. Not because of retail hype, but because central banks and major institutions are repositioning. Gold only moves like this when the people with the deepest visibility into the future see turbulence ahead. It's the oldest signal in finance, and it's flashing. And finally, the gaming world absorbs the sudden loss of Vince Zampella, a creator whose influence shaped entire genres. When someone like that disappears, the impact isn't emotional alone, it's structural. The future he was building now has a void at its center. These aren't isolated headlines, they're signals of a world shifting under our feet. Dispatches begin at 9.